Hey guys, Evolved Mentally here, back at you. Another one. I'm gonna mute the TV real quick so you guys don't hear that in the background. But I just want to do a quick little checkpoint. So remember how we're comparing to Shinny now? I'm catching up to him in power, even though he's level 19. Had the king bonus, all kinds of nice stuff. But what I wanted to point out is he jumped up from like 40 to 51 last night, which I thought was crazy, right? So he must have been struggling on like 1 point, but that's okay, because guess what? As a free-to-play player, I'm still 1 point ahead of him, so I really only did this just to rub it in. I know that sounds terrible, but yeah, that's all this was. 13 hours, I'll get another one. Ask my buddy to loan me. They want me to rejoin them on a server that I was invited to when they started it, but I had some life issues going on at the time, so I didn't join them. And now they're having, I guess, leadership trouble. It's this person that we've always had issues with. He's just a really terrible person, so they want help, I guess. These guys are solidly attacking us. That's okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's up with people. Almost perfect. So they actually, looks like it was a calculated attack. I can hit you all back, too. Like, I don't know why that was a good idea. You guys are all really low level. So he got crushed, which is hilarious, because it's a fucking guard tower. And then this kid went at it. I really wish he lost that spider. He didn't, though. So it looks like they're going to be trying to take my city next, and that's cool. So I'm going to actually go hit these kids. I'm not going to give them time to take my stuff. I'm going to smash this kid's wall in, and I'm going to show them the right way to do it. Because I'm really tired of this. Like, these kids keep trying to bully us, and it's just getting sadder and sadder, in my opinion. So I already got a borrow sent out to him. Like, they took fucking Avonrock, took Lanchester. They're not giving us anything anymore, and now they're starting to take more of our cities. It's just not cool what they're doing to us. Ooh, yay. I need this. I didn't get one yesterday, so I didn't get the 2 little Valor points from yesterday. I got called a cheater earlier. Got told that, like, I'm buying and I'm buying Valor somehow. I mean, I've recorded almost every Valor point I put in. I haven't recorded every Valor point I put in, but I've recorded a decent amount of them. Here's what we're gonna do. I only really want one Scorpion set. I know I got advice online. I'm gonna turn the volume all the way down so you can hear me. I got advice online about using no, I'm not gonna use anything. About using all acolytes in this. So that's a strategy, by the way, what you just saw me do. Soul Scourge I'll use like right before it. When I have Cleo, I'll use Cleo. That was a really bad placement, but I'll use Cleo right before like he's about to lift up off the ground, like over here in front. Okay, like stop, guys. But yeah, see, now I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing. At least I got to summon off. But point being is, I'll do it right before he lifts off, because usually you can get a jump start on the enemies. Try to kill them really quickly, and that's what you want. You want to get rid of these guys quickly so you can get the dragon back down on the ground. You can start doing more damage to them. That's really what it boils down to. I'm now going to do my summons, because he's about to drop down. We'll get that extra little DPS going. I'm going to throw the heal off. Before he lifts up, I should have time to throw a summon in or do something. And we're going to actually use the Resurrect to try to get some of them guys going. We're going to hit the freeze, or not, we're going to hit the jump. Again, you want to hit anything you can hit right here. We are actually going to use a freeze, but not the big freeze. So I actually get those for free now, too. I was thinking, oh, dude, I got to show you that strategy, too. So I actually just learned this, too. So I never noticed it kind of like this before until this event came around, the Spring Festival event, and I'll show you how many of those I've actually got farmed up so far. Hopefully I can get 15 chests. I've never gotten 15. I've been trying for a while now, but I haven't gotten a 15 chest yet. I just don't do enough damage as a free-to-play. Jax would be that extra little punch that you need to get rid of the troops, because it's not about killing the dragon faster. It's really about killing the troops faster. And I remember Smash Mode had made a video about using Siege, and I was thinking about putting Siege in the setup, but I haven't done it yet. I don't think a Siege is strong enough. But yeah, so 12 chest. I mean, I'm perfectly okay with that. It would have been 15 if you would have dropped back down. I'm not going to keep hitting this dragon with them. I'm just going to hit it once really quick. Get the rewards. Or you know what? No, for video's sake, let's do something. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to completely change it up a little bit. We're going to do the same thing as before. Except there's going to be a little bit of a difference because this time we're going to put the dragon there. And then what we're going to do is throw in a ton of these guys. Usually I like the summons because you can summon some troops, get them going, but only thing is I don't think I'm gonna have enough room for all the heroes here, but yeah, you guys didn't see this yet, but I got all the potions in the last shop, which is awesome. I mean, literally every shop too. It wasn't even just one or two shops. I literally cleaned out like every shop. So what had happened was, and you're gonna see it on the other video that comes out before this one. I actually had, oh, I was slain. That sucks. I had actually gone to like our store and nobody was there at 5 this morning, and so I cleared it out. I got everything, you know, there was a couple 5s and stuff, and then I recalled here and ran here and got a bunch of 10s because they were in a duel, so I got all of them while they were dueling. And then I ran down here and nobody had gone here yet either. So I literally scored all 3 stores last night, and I'm not kidding. I mean every potion. It wasn't like 1 or 2 potions, which I thought was awesome. Is this another one? No, it's lane. So that was cool. Got another one of these little chests. The really important thing here, though, is... I already clicked it, but the really important thing there is the Valor cards that you really want to try to get every day as a free-to-play player. These right here. I also completed our pact for us today. I haven't been in the Abyss in a couple of seconds, but I know I can do this one really fast, so I'm going to do this one really quickly. And then I want to show you, oh yeah, you know what, don't collect. Yeah, because I'm going to save those. So that's what you want to do. You want to try to like play it off of each other. As you can see, I'm starting to accumulate quite a bit of stones. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to craft next. I got a few items that I've been looking at. I'm probably going to get this because it will help me out a ton. What I crafted last was an item for her. I was using this, which was really nice, but I figured I'd make a better version of it, and it came out flawless on the first run too. So that's actually a keeper. That's an item that I'm going to end up running her long run with. Again, all for Coliseum. So what I'm going to point out is you guys saw my video now already that came out about strategies around all of these different concepts, having items for Coliseum and da-da-da-da-da, right? Because there's no stat play. And just keep that in mind. There is strategy there, right? So also what I've learned is that this will lower the cost to 0 if anything that's already cost 1. So if you want to grind dungeons with 1 hero, or even like this event that I'm farming, and I'll show you that in a second, the Springfield, you can put it on her, and her heal then doesn't take any energy, which is really nice for like no casualty runs in the void, because she can just keep using that heal with the shield. So that's huge. Another person that has that is the Resurrect becomes free too, which is really cool because you get a free Resurrect every time with him. So that's a really good way to add a bunch of troops to your army for free without having to do anything but farm. So if you're low on your army cap. I don't know what other heroes it would work really nice with, but I know that those 2 heroes, it's really shined, and her Ice Nova, obviously. Okay, so, and you can just swap that item around, which is this. You can swap the artifact around. You can remove it, put it on another character, so nice little strategy to keep in mind. Now for the event. I actually have about 82 of them so far farmed. It's not much, I understand that. I probably could have done better. I had to go grocery shopping, do a bunch of other things yesterday, so I didn't actually jump on too much. Yeah, we'll keep boosting our macro. I want to boost Rufio because nobody does that, but since it's a free-to-play account, I'll have time to boost him eventually because I won't have other heroes to boost. So we're doing very good chest stockpile-wise, though. At least I think. Good potion amount. We're also not doing too bad here. I think we're like 12th or 11th. I'm going to go for 6th. I know I can't win this, but I am going to go for a higher position because I do think I can beat a 1.5 stars. I've looked at it a couple times. I think I can beat it, which would put me on par with all of these other kids, which I think would be awesome as a free-to-play to say that. If we take Lord, for example, he's got half a star less than me, and he's a free-to-play, so it kind of, and he's racking, so it just kind of goes to show you I'm top of my kingdom, so that's kind of what I'm doing, Let's go get that last dungeon, because there's a 30-minute on it, I think. 10-minute, but it's still 10 minutes. We got 10 hours of rush saved, which is huge. The great thing about the Coliseum event is, and this is resetting at 11 hours, I still have all of this rush to grab, which is 10 times 30 minutes. I think it's 5 hours of rush, if you do the math on that, which is a really big jump. It'll help out a lot. I've been buying the 10s. I won't go past 10, but I always do that in every event. Even when I'm on a paid account, I will put a couple of 10s into it. But on a paid account, I'll actually put 20s into it too. I'll actually get the 20s all the way up to the 50. It's like 2 20s and 2 10s. Just gives you an extra 4 attempts every day. And if you don't need them, that's great. Like usually on a paid account, I'm like the top player, so I don't need them. But sometimes people try to sly you at the end, so it's good to have them. And then it's great to have just in general anyways. But they do expire at the end of the event, so don't buy too many of them. So if you're like 3 up and you haven't used them, then only buy the 10s. I would stop buying all of them. I'm getting knocked down in position a lot, dude. A lot of paid players keep fighting me, and I can't do anything about it. Like, look at this guy's dragon. Oh, I actually showed this in the last video, but like it happened in the last video too. I can't do anything about those concepts. Okay, so this is a good dungeon to farm. So I've been using the battle bits for dungeons that are kind of giving me not like a hard time, but dungeons that I may or may not have to use 2 heroes for. I stand by every dungeon can be beaten. Oh, I fucked up. Every dungeon can be beaten without using 2 heroes. I stand by that 110%, but it's a matter of time efficiency for me too sometimes, because I'm really busy lately between all of the content-based stuff, actually playing the game, and then real life stuff. So I have a lot going on. I'm also always watching my buddy's videos too, trying to give him advice. So I have a lot going on. So I'm trying my best to keep the content rich and coming, and at the same time play the game. But so farming sometimes dungeons, it's easier to just use the battle bit. But I recommend keeping a good amount of those at all times, because if you ever get to a dungeon, it doesn't use energy in your battle bits too. So that's another advantage that pay to play players have. And Shinny way back was saying, oh, there's not that many advantages. That's not true. Patron alone gets you up to almost like Valor, like 5 or 6, which starts getting you battle bits, which means you can skip the dungeons that aren't that easy for you to do early game. So just another example of when people don't fully understand the game. Like I said, I'm beating him in the void, so it just goes to show. Because he's like fucking 20k power ahead of me now. He lost 20k power when he lost King. But he's 19, so he's like a whole level ahead of me. He's got a whole research level ahead of me. And he's got a big city army cap I don't have, so I'm not getting that patron army cap. I'm not getting that extra 100 from this. I'm sure his valor is higher than... Yeah, I already know it's higher. He's a 6, so he's got an extra 10 army cap there. And I'm sure by now he's 7, so he's got an extra 20 army cap there. See what I'm saying? He gets 3 daily chests probably by now. I could be wrong. I doubt it, though. I hope I get another dragon, because I'm really close to tier 6, which is cool. Yeah, he was close to tier 7 back when we talked. So we're hitting that point where the server's starting to die off really bad. So you're going to start seeing empty cities, because it was a bully server. It was a lot of people just acting really cocky and douchey because the Chinese weren't here to stop that. If the Chinese were here, we would have been more unified to fight them, but everybody instead chose to fight each other. So I thought this was funny, and this is what I'm going to show you. So I'm not going to show what I said. So Lord was doing that thing now because everybody else is hating. So now he's going to hate, because Shinny already kind of opened me up for it. So now it's just going to be a hate battle. So I shared it because he was saying something in chat. And I was like, fairest fight, free to play versus free to play. And I beat him. You guys see that in the last video. I even linked him. Free to play stinks, no tactics, just playing random. So I just keep that in mind also, because I just showed you with all the items. And there's a video that's going to come out before this where I give advice on Coliseum stuff, talking about different items to apply. So it's awesome because I love making, like, that's what's great about the delay on these videos, and this is what he's complaining about too in a second. The delay on these videos allowed me to have all these live, because these are all live recordings. There's 1 or 2 videos that I had to re-record the audio in the beginning, my first couple of videos, because the audio came out kind of crappy, and I can't help that. Like, I wasn't gonna let you guys listen to like, it would be awful. I'd feel bad for you. So you can complain about it and call it fake, but that's whatever. He thinks I'm buying power or something. That's fine. All of it's recorded. But yeah, so I showed you that there is strategies. I just showed you more strategies that I'm still learning as the game progresses that you can use. So this is someone who doesn't know what they're talking about, in my opinion. But anyways, I said, watch my series. There's tactics, I promise. He said, piss off, ain't buying powerful. Ain't buying powerful, your series are faked up. I don't know why he thinks it's fake. I mean, no live broadcast at all. I said, LOL, okay, they're all live. Because they're all live. I'm just not live on the series. And it's falling too far behind, too much behind. Well, there's a point to that. One, it's also because the editing takes forever, man. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And it's not that it's taking forever, because it's pre-edited. A lot of my stuff I already have done. It's when it goes into the final edit where I'm adding clips together, like the intro and the outro and stuff like that. It takes like 10 minutes sometimes for some of these videos to render that concept. And then the upload only takes me maybe like 2 minutes. My uploads aren't bad because my internet speed's fucking through the roof, but so I said I record every Valor I put in, by the way. That's not actually true. I don't think I've recorded every one, but I've recorded a lot of them, and I can do the math to show you that I've gotten them all legit. And there's nothing you can buy that would boost me, like maybe a 99 cents package or something like that. But most of the time I'm recording. And when I'm recording, I go to those bundles. Like, I go into those bundles, and you can see that they're not bots. So if you have a good memory and you keep track of all the bundles that have been out, then you'll know that I haven't bought anything. You know, if you really want to be that technical, go through the timestamps. I don't know why I'm trying to defend myself, because I know it's a free-to-play server. Why would I do this to myself? Just to brag. So he's mad. He's still salty. He's laying behind. He goes, I didn't even have my gold llama still. You lost 80% of your army. No, but you have kings. So you have a whole gold set that I don't have. And again, let's go, or I'll go to Coliseum to show that. They're all live. It's falling too far behind. Da, 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 da. I say it stink. I say Racken versus Leech. Surprised I did as well as I did. So now I'm just kind of being a dick, because he should have won that. The Racken or counter to Leech. So the fact that you didn't lose. So now I'm upset. So I'm going to play mind games. So I'm like, we're not, that song, we're not going to take it. We're not going to take it. We're not going to take it anymore. It's a good song. So he put that. So then I'm kind of tired of getting like hated. So this goes for Shinny and him. So I put up that song. I think it's American Rejects. Or I don't remember. But I don't know who it is, but basically, it's like, when you see my face, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. You walk my way, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. So I just posted like the whole song lyrics that I like, the part that I wanted him to understand. I thought it was fucking funny, because, like, screw you, dude. And I did something to the other kid that I showed you guys in the video. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm not going to keep playing the game. I'm not going to get dragged down to your stupid little insultive child play. I'm going to post quotes from history. I'm going to post song quotes that show you you're a dickhead. Because, one, people will relate with it. So they will, maybe the stupid masses, right? Because I'm dead serious. Maybe the unintelligent, ignorant masses that just go with the flow and believe people who, even though they're lying, will actually click to it and understand it, because they have they connect to it. Maybe that's what I'm hoping. So then I quickly changed subject, and I hey, everyone, keep up with the free-to-play series. Watch the challenges we overcome. This is one of the challenges I have to overcome, I guess, and I'm learning to overcome it, is the doubt, the hate. And then I'm really happy, and this is a shout out to Steve and Warox, and he does it because he enjoys it. Thank you, War. You get it. It's a hobby for me. It's fun. Like, I'm really enjoying the content. I'm enjoying rewatching my videos. I'm enjoying this. Like, and I don't know what's wrong with that. Like, I have something that I love and that I'm enjoying doing, and you're trying to bring me down for it. So I thank you. Huge shout out to you two for defending me. Steve didn't really defend me, but what he said is true. And he said, I have to ask, why keep watching the videos if they never teach you anything or you don't enjoy them? It stands to reason the fact that you continue to watch them demonstrates that they have some added value for you. He sucks at being a YouTuber. Thanks. I'm a new YouTuber. I wouldn't expect to be glorious. Like, and a lot of these guys that have made YouTube videos and have succeeded at it, if you watch their first couple of videos, like, you learn a lot from them. Like, take PewDiePie, right? He's the biggest YouTuber on the internet. And he does it to make money. Just want to disclaim that. His first videos were awful, and he goes and rewatches them to make fun of himself sometimes. So That's fine, and that's not my goal. So I don't want you to misinterpret this, right? Because Shinny threw a dig about successful YouTubers who get paid. I'm doing it as a hobby. You're just a cunt. Like that's what you are. You're a douchebag. But it's cool. So then why keep watching? And like it just kind of goes on. He kind of just shows his logic and like the lack of logic that Lord has. And he goes, I watched 3 or 4 videos, but it was no good, so I just stopped. But you're still talking shit about my videos. So I said thank you because I didn't expect anybody to stand up for me like that. Because the other day, like I said, it was a bully festival. It was everybody tagging up on people, and it's just gross. I don't like that. I'm not for that. I'm not about that. That's not how I was raised. I stood up for the little kids in school. I used to get into fist fights with full groups of kids because they would be picking on somebody. I'd usually get my ass kicked, but that's fine. I would still, I would fuck a lot of them up before I went down. I'd kick. There was one fight. I was like 3rd grade. I kicked one kid right in the nuts. It was 3 or 4 of them. I kicked one kid right in the nuts, hit the other kid in the throat, and started beating on the 3rd kid. And then the 4th kid came up behind me, grabbed me by the shoulders, and I got the shit beat out of me. But like, the point is you stand up against the enemy, the opposition. You stand up against the bullies and the negative Nancy's and the douchebags in society, even if you're alone, because they're wrong. They're wrong. There's no fine line between right and wrong. It's a very clear line. It's very obvious what's right and what's wrong. And that's kind of what I was getting at back here when we were referencing the bully stuff, and he was defending it, saying that, like, oh, it's just perspective. Not all of us look like bullies. Well, if Hitler had won, would he have been right? So the majority of people in Germany, the majority of people who had hated the Jews at the time, followed Hitler. That doesn't mean they were right. And it's the little guys that stood up to them back then that actually ended up causing the fall of the Reich, if you know your history. So I don't know. Just don't follow the masses. If you're watching my videos, that's one huge lesson I want you to learn over anything in this game, is the masses aren't always right. Use your judgment, use your understanding of how people work and don't work, and decipher the bullshit, or just ignore it completely. I have a lot of friends who have been trying to teach me how to completely ignore it. I'm too passionate to completely ignore it. I get really hyped really quick, but I'm working on it. Because if there's one gift I wish I had, it was to ignore the bullshit, because it would be such an easy life. It would be so much less stressful. Because even though this is just a game, it's stressful, man. When people are talking crap to you and they're talking down to you, it's not cool. And you're going to deal with haters on YouTube and stuff like that in comment sections, but I would just remove the comments. That's really who I am. Like, if somebody posts hate on one of my videos, I'll remove the comment and I'll block them. If it's constructive criticism, that's a whole different story. But if you're actually full-blown hating me, no, I'm probably going to remove... I messed up. I'm probably going to remove your post. And I messed up because I was supposed to actually collect... I was supposed to collect these for the pact. I fucked up. Let's do the Abyssal Loot one next, so we can just get that out of the way and collect this stuff. This event's still going on, too. Trying to get this dragon leveled up, because I think 18 is the next evolve point. But we get the next pack done. Let's do the transmute one that we thought we already did, because we're a fool. This. I try to do items that I know I don't use. Because there is some blue items that I still do go to. Like these I use for boosting. I don't need that now because I got that. I use it for boosting mind blank. Command. I need another bar. Are you kidding me? Alright, we'll get the house income next. That stinks because I can't even complete that yet. I could have my buddy hop back on, but I'm going to hope Aurelius gets that one. I really do hope on my next server, my budget server, that I get, because he's really good. He's just not as active. I hope I get someone who's wicked active helping me out, and I think I'm going to be doing it with my buddy Ahmed, so he will suffice. What else do I want to do on camera while I have the chance? It's about to be a 25-minute video. Yeah, guys, that's it though. Nothing crazy has happened or changed in the night that I've recorded a video. I just thought that was cool. I wanted to show some of the new strategies that I came up with. And this isn't like I came up with this concept of removing items from one character and moving it to another. I know that I am the first YouTuber to talk about putting items that have actives on them for Coliseum event. I've never seen that on the internet. I've never seen it on Reddit. I've never seen it in all the Discord chats I'm in. So I'm taking credit for that. And if somebody posts on one of my videos that they thought of it first, I'll believe you because I have no choice. I'll have high doubts in the back of my head, but I'll believe you, because the stats don't matter. But yeah, that's a cool trick though, man. Swapping the artifact over and making it so you don't use any mana when you're doing things has really allowed me to preserve some mana. I mean, look at how high her mana is. Look how high his mana is. I haven't really done it with Vega as much as I've done it with them two. But on a human race, putting it on her. And that's the free artifact you get too. So that's not even like... There's a reason that was the free artifact. Oh, and that's what I wanted to do actually. Before we hop off, do we have enough? We want to get this artifact before we're done. If we can. There's also another artifact I wanted. Where was it? Here? Huh. I don't remember. Oh, it's the lucky wheel, actually. I said that, oh yeah, if the next hero isn't a leech hero that I need, I am going to spend some Lunari to just get this artifact because it will help my rogue characters out a lot. It'll also, I was thinking about the same way I'm using the mana concept. I could put this on Avalon and get free summons without using energy. So I'm really starting to kind of analyze this game in a different way than I have before. And I'm definitely looking forward to putting it all into effect. I wish I could get 20 rolls out, but they're 188 a piece. To get 10 rolls would be 1,800, which would put me at 15. I would still be short. Oh, after this event, actually, I might be able to. I would still be short 5 rolls, which is about 900, which I could get from this event potential. I could definitely get before the end of 5 days, actually. I might do it because I could really use the runes. If I could do 30, that'd be amazing. I could really use a Defiant Egg, but I could really use the runes, and I really need some better items too for command. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I really need heroes though too. So there's somebody on our server that's already spent 120 rolls for the record. So I'm assuming they probably have spent more. Yeah, Goko. So again, I think he might be a dev though that they've just boosted his account to keep people spending. I really do that. I saw that Reddit post and I really do believe it now because I've said it on so many servers. Like there's so many servers I've gone free to play on, and no big spender shows up. And then there's so many servers where I've spent, and it's like, how did they know? I'll pick servers midweek while the Chinese are asleep or something, and one of them will still show up and super spend. And I really do. I think that's what it is. I think what they do is they may not even know what server you went to, but they'll monitor it. So they see that you spent a ton of money. They have a track of all of your purchases. And then I think what they do is they send in a dev. They load up their account, obviously for free, and then they have them just steadily compete with you to get you to spend. And they're never like way ahead of you until mid to late game when all the cities start to get taken. So it's almost like they're only ahead now to control the pace of the game. But in the beginning, it's always they're just a little bit in front of you. They're just a little bit ahead of you, and they're always so confident that they'll be number one the whole time. And maybe that's just speaking to how much wealth they have, but I'm really starting to doubt it the more I play the game. I've seen some of the other tactics that the company has used, so like the Chinese players get a lot of magazines and stuff in their country that advertise the game and give them free Lunari with codes and stuff that we don't get. So, we get redeem codes, which is kind of similar, but they get those too. And they, in addition, get these magazine-based codes. They're in like little pamphlets, and little like brochures, travel magazines, stuff like that. And Night Knight, I know, is spending a lot too, because he's already got the new mount. So, I know he dumped a lot into that. But we'll see what happens, right, guys? That's kind of what it's all about. Alright, let me end this. It's a 28-minute video. Bye, guys. Keep evolving mentally.